My mom, Dee Dee Breaux, is the longest tenured coach in SEC history, regardless of any sport. But of course, she is the GOAT. We are so proud and blessed to be here to celebrate her.
Early on, in the 80s, early 90s, most of the 90s, no one knew who Mom was unless you were on campus. It's been cool to be able to go and grow with her and watch her grow. Everyone knows and sees her now the way that we always saw her.
Dee Dee Breaux was my gymnastics coach from 2005 to 2009 here at LSU. Now I serve as the Associate Athletics Director for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. A lot of what Dee Dee Breaux has taught us and the things that she instilled in us has helped us in my job today, in the jobs I've had in the past, and just in life. Hearing the stories of what she went through, you know, when she first started at LSU, and then thinking about how she continued pushing, she continued fighting. She was told no 100 times and she kept going back for more. She truly has been a trailblazer, and the impact that she's had on not only the department, her student athletes, but just fans, LSU fans in general, just to see somebody stick with a program for so long and be told no over and over, but continue to fight until it became, now we have the Taj Mahal of gymnastics facilities, you know, and that's because Dee Dee Breaux continued to work and fight after being told no.
As a mom now, I look back and I realize the gift that she gave us through the life lessons, just the journey.
She was very intentional about shaping each student athlete holistically, trying to reach them far beyond gymnastics, because at some point we all knew gymnastics was going to come to an end. And so it was really important for her that she helped provide us valuable lessons that we could utilize in our lives. And I think that makes her very special. I don't think you always get that with a coach, because they're so focused on winning and developing you in your sport. And I think that Dee Dee was very thoughtful in that, and she definitely had an approach to coaching each student athlete the way they needed to be coached. Instead of doing a one-size-fits-all method, she capitalized on the strengths you had and tried to push you in a positive way.
She gets it, and she knows that the fight that she fought, whether it was in, you know, Carl Maddox's office, Paul Dietzel, Joe Dean, Skip Bertman, Joe Oliva, and on. You know, Scott Woodward, she was fighting for the future. And it wasn't just for gymnastics.
Mom always approaches life with 100%. Aggressive, with a work ethic and a mentality of it's not if I do it, it's I will do it and it will get done. The way that she handles her position is with, just as a figure in the community, is with pride, class, and grace. And she's just a normal person, but she's a star too.
Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm and having pride, passion, and purpose in what you do. And I don't think that there is a person who's come across her that doesn't think or walk away using and walking away with some of that.
We have people in so many different industries, and again, she's touched all of them, and so she's had an impact on them one way or another, and what they've done. I think everybody can always think about something that Dee Dee taught them in their time as a student athlete, and truly give her credit for some of who they became, because she just pushed you and she made you think about being the best version of yourself in anything that you do.
Whether it's a part of education, you know, and the flagship and the greater good of the university, Baton Rouge, the state of Louisiana. If you've ever heard her speak, she doesn't finish a speech without mentioning our coastline. She is very big and huge advocate for education. You know, those things are important to her. It's a part of her moral fiber to make an impact whether it's not about athletics, like I already said, it's about, you know, the trickle down effect and humankind.
I'll never forget the moment that the PMAC was full, sold out. I'll never forget that moment where I looked up, we looked up, Sarah and I looked up, and on the last row at the top, it was full. Mom was in the back with her team, and they were getting ready to come out. And there was not an empty seat in the house. I'm getting chills talking about it now. And knowing that in minutes, Mom would be coming out of that chute and being announced, and she would see what we saw, and it encompassed it full circle. It really, in that moment, when she came out of that chute and she looked up and saw that it was full, there is nothing that can explain that gleam and glow that she had. And Sarah and I both knew when she pointed up there that she was experiencing the same thing. And it was that all of her sacrifice, all of her dedication had paid off. And that moment, knowing that on that floor, she was looking up and seeing the result of what she has done was such an incredible moment.
So I think what makes me most proud of Dee Dee is the fact that she stays true to herself, that she is so authentic. And I don't know how anyone could not respect that. She is passionate about everything she does, and if she does anything, she's gonna give it 150%. I think the beauty of her journey is that it was not easy, right? And I think those make for the most beautiful stories, is that you've dealt with adversity and everything has been thrown in your face, where a lot of people would just give up and turn away and walk away from it and say, you know, I gave it my all, but it's not working, and she never stopped.
You've given me the gift of the best life that I could possibly have, and you are my hero.
The quote that we've always talked about and used of Skip Bertman's, you know, if you ardently believe in it and you put your whole soul into it and you vividly imagine it, it will come to pass. You've shown and demonstrated without ever looking back.
Dee Dee, you know, I just want to thank you for being the person that you are. I want to thank you for being true to yourself and for encouraging us, every single one of us, to remain true to ourselves, to be passionate about what we do, to impact the people around us in a positive way, and to ensure that we are happy in everything that we do. So there is no better person that I think could receive this award, because you truly are the definition of change. You are the definition of pushing through no matter what stands in your way, and being impactful along the way. So thank you and congratulations.